Nationally, all-terrain vehicle accidents kill about 500 people a year and injure more than 130,000. Pennsylvania accounts for about 30 of those fatalities annually. With the popularity of ATVs as gift, we thought it would be appropriate to take a look at ATV safety. We thank the Specialty Vehicle Institute of America Incorporated for providing us with footage for this segment. You can find out more about the ATV Safety Institute by checking out their website at atvsafety.org. They're fast, fun, and can go just about everywhere. And although a license isn't required to operate one, an ATV is not a toy. Each year, tens of thousands of children are sent to emergency rooms with serious, often debilitating injuries from ATV accidents. One of the primary reasons, according to experts at Penn State, kids riding ATVs that are too big and too powerful.
ATVs come in a lot of sizes and with a lot of different power ranges. Of course, they're very small ATVs, but the larger ATVs now, some of them weigh up to 600, 700, 800 pounds, and some of them will go up to 70 miles per hour or even faster now.
The number of ATVs in use, as well as the number of ATV-related accidents and deaths, has climbed steadily over the past 10 years, prompting Penn State to develop an all-terrain vehicle safety program. Dennis Murphy, a Penn State professor of agricultural safety and health and an extension safety specialist, oversaw the development of the program that includes everything from fact sheets to demonstrations of common accident scenarios using a full-size remote control ATV.
We have an ATV, we put a remote control on it, and we do demonstrations with that. What we try to demonstrate are some of the things, the way that farmers will use an ATV in their work situations and how they can get into trouble with that. They put things on the front end that they can't see over the top of until they run into ditches and different things, and the ATV tips forward. They'll try to pull something and they want to lift it up, and so they don't hitch it in the right location, and that results in a rear overturn. They may try to go up a hill with something on a back rack, and because that changes the center of gravity, and if they don't operate it very smoothly, they can end up essentially doing a wheelie and tipping the thing over backwards. So we try to demonstrate those kinds of things.
Young students that I have seen, they have a perception of being invincible.
Paul Heasley is an ag science teacher in the State College Area High School's Career and Technical Center. He worked in conjunction with Penn State's Ag Safety and Health program to develop tractor safety instruction for students. He also trains teachers statewide in the Safe Tractor Certification program.
They're more thrill-seeking than most of us, and I think that they watch enough TV and see all kinds of things happening there that are just really unsafe.
Shane Dodson is a 10th grader at State High. He's taking Mr. Heasley's Ag Power class.
Before I took this class, I wasn't real safe. I'd do just about anything I could, try new stuff, dangerous stuff. But after I took this class, I saw how dangerous four-wheelers and heavy equipment can be, and it just made me a lot more cautious.
When they were first introduced, ATVs were primarily a recreational vehicle. But over time, farmers in particular and ranchers have found that they're very useful for a lot of agricultural work situations. So they're just being used, actually replacing small tractors in a lot of ways.
My pap owns a farm, and I was planning on taking over it whenever I get old enough, and I'll use this stuff, I'll use this experience for farm equipment and everything to be as safe as I can around the farm.
Pretty much since I could walk, I've always been on a four-wheeler or dirt bike.
Tyler McClellan is also a 10th grader at State High, and like most kids, he didn't always pay much attention to safety.
Not before I started learning about ATV safety and tractor safety and all that, but now I've thought about being more safe and not going as fast and as crazy as I used to.
Most of the people I know like speed, and they need to slow down a lot more, and most of them don't wear helmets. They need to start wearing helmets and all the safety gear that they can.
Pennsylvania hospitals have reported as many as 2 victims of ATV accidents a week, some as young as 3 years old. Safety experts say what's needed is mandatory training for young riders and education for parents. Among the top safety tips to keep in mind, Choose a size of ATV that is appropriate to the age of your child.
The single biggest problem is that small kids are on very large ATVs, and they simply don't have the maturity or the judgment or the physical dimensions in a body to handle that ATV.
Do not use three-wheeled ATVs. The government banned the sale of three-wheeled ATVs in 1988, citing them as too dangerous. Avoid having more than one person on an ATV. Do not use ATVs on hard roads. Penn State's Department of Ag Safety and Health is using the resources of Pennsylvania's county extension offices to help spread the word about ATV safety.
Well, we hope people will pay attention. We hope that parents will pay attention to what we're trying to teach, and will take the time to properly train not only themselves, but train their children.
So, have Shane's parents noticed a change in his behavior since he took the safety course?
They trust me a lot more than they used to, and they know I'll be a lot safer now when I'm around this kind of stuff.
A copy of the program you've just seen can be purchased through Penn State Media Sales at mediasales.psu.edu or by calling 800-770-2111.